Very forward-thinking company, very data-driven, doesn't take shots in the dark, and pulls data from our database to look at who is already our customer and our member, and takes that data and manipulates it to find like people in the marketplace and frankly go after them and target them. So you tend to get a much higher ROI, a much better result of the individuals. And because of that, I think we get significantly better results for everything that we do. It goes back to looking at the data. I've worked with several other companies in the past in terms of marketing agencies. And my experience has been is they take a very generic approach. Whereas I think what is unique about Instinctive Insights is we give them access to our data. They pull that data, they do a fairly in-depth analysis of it to understand exactly who it is that we're already selling our product and our services to, and then uses that data to go back into the marketplace and target like people. My experience with other operators is that it is a very generic approach, whereas running generic ads, hoping to get a hit, etc., that's not been my experience at all with Instinctive Insights. We have relied on Jeremy and his team on multiple occasions to actually answer questions for us that had little to do with our external marketing. And the intent was to find out how can we do a better job internally looking at what it is that we do in terms of our products and our services. And Jeremy and his team have turned up on multiple occasions and put together data that we looked at to make some internal decisions that had little to do with our external marketing. And the reality is we made a decision to do this because we knew they understood our data and our database better than we understood our data and our database. Whenever we run a campaign and we get the ROI report, it's one of those reports where there's one or 2 points where Jeremy and his team will point us to go look to understand kind of the bottom line results of what we've done. But in all honesty, it pays to sit down and read the report from front to back and to understand the nuances that are buried within the report to help us understand where were we impactful the most and to guide us actually in our next campaign further down the road of where we want to take those energies and those dollars and spend those dollars, because it's going to point us in a direction to get the better results going down the road. I've been in this industry a long time, and I've done direct mail campaigns honestly for 30 plus years, and they were for many years the mainstay of our industry, as I'm certain they were for other industries as well. And I've used 2 or 3 different firms out there in the industry, and again, very generic approach in terms of selection of mailing lists and doing carrier route pre-sorts and all kinds of things. And when we began to get really great results compared to other competing groups that we had worked with, we began to understand the power of working with the data that we had within our own system and using that to very specifically target people in the marketplace. It convinced me that there is a real market to keep going with direct mail campaigns. And we're going to be doing another direct mail campaign yet again this year, and probably we'll do a few of them, as well as all of the other electronic media that really weaves into that now to get some real results. Forward-thinking, progressive, in terms of really understanding the data. I mean, in the end, it all comes down to the data. And if you get the data right and understand what it has, look, our industry, we have tons of data in all of our clubs. We haven't got a clue, generally speaking, how to use it. When somebody can take that data, pull it out, manipulate it, and understand what it can do in the marketplace, that's extraordinarily powerful. The reality is it already exists. There's not a lot of people out there that can tap into it. And I think Instinctive Insights does a great job of pulling that data, teasing out the important parts, and using it to go out there in the marketplace and target the like folks in the market to get them to come to our door. Once we get them to the door, we can sell them, but we got to get them to the door.